Hey Virgo Sun and Rising, welcome to your reading, divination, psychic channeled insights for the next 6 months, the rest of 2025. What is your grand opportunity, theme, and focus? Okay, the purpose of this message is to essentially primarily support you as an individual with your unique experience. But as a Virgo, it is to support you in aligning with your highest timeline for your 3D material reality and experience. That is the one that is an embodiment of your purest essence. That is the one that is led, guided by your heart and not so much your head. And it's the one that secures and honors these desires that have not left you, perhaps since you were a child. Okay, so Virgo, the way that I will be supporting you with this message today is through my psychic channeling. Writings here, scribed messages that I received for you just about a week or two ago, as well as some tarot cards. Okay, we'll get into a tarot spread, and then we'll wrap up your message with a moon oracle affirmation that will certainly align with what it is that is expressed based on what I wrote here. Okay, so Virgo, first and foremost, I want to say, because it was coming through so strongly just before I pressed record here, is that Mars is now in Virgo. I think it's been about a week, maybe two. I'm not remembering the exact date that it transited into Virgo. But Mars is in Virgo. We'll be there for a few months. And the South Node is in Virgo now since January 12th of this year, and we'll be there for about 2 years. And you know, we've come, I think, as a collective from such a time of this mercurial Virgo and Earth sign kind of perfectionism, you know, with Pluto in Capricorn for the past 15 years, and now it's in Aquarius. And now the North Node, because the South Node is in Virgo, the North Node is in Pisces. So with Mars and the South Node transiting your sign, okay, especially for Virgo rising, as it is in your first house, this is really such an ample time, not just while Mars is in Virgo, but Mars in Virgo will support this, what I'm about to say, but this is such an ample time for a new approach to taking action, a new concept of what working means, effort means, okay, taking action means. It's time for a new concept of that when it comes to experiencing, living, creating the life that you dream of, desire from your heart, and have not, that desire has not changed really, okay? Whatever you're desiring to live and to experience, it's time for a new approach to it. Okay, and essentially here, Mars in Virgo is that energy of like, get her done. You know, like Mars is very action oriented, it's very fiery, you know, energy. It rules Aries, and it's very much like, all right, let's go, let's get this going. And Virgo is like, yeah, we're getting organized, we have a plan, it's for sure getting done, you know. And the thing though is that, like I said, the South Node is also in Virgo. And so when the South Node is transiting a sign, any sign, it means that that's the past. The South Node is the past. That's the past approach. That's the past way of doing something. And so Virgo is this can be, you know, yeah, structure, planning, and organization, but it can be in this way that is like perfectionist. It can be in this way that is, you could say, a bit too strategized, too strategic, and not embracing the opposite of Virgo, which is Pisces, more of this flow, intuitive flow about how to create, about how to be action oriented and go forward with one's dreams and desires and goals. Okay? So, with that being said, it's time for a new approach. It's not necessarily time to fall back and not take any action at all. No, 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 no. It's not time for a pause even. Okay, I don't see that. I don't sense that here. It is time for just a new approach. It may be slower. It may be, you know, more guided by your heart and your intuition, and not so much your mind that says, well, I think this is the right way, or this would be, you know, more accepted by society, or this authority, you know, outside of yourself. It's just time for a new approach. And this approach, in terms of taking action here towards your desires, your desired lifestyle, is very much linked to this Jupiter and Cancerian energy. Again, this North Node in Pisces energy. It's very linked to the Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries energy of like, you're doing that thing, you're taking action on that thing because actually you just really love it. And you have loved it. And it doesn't matter if anyone outside of you believes in it or not. It doesn't matter if it fits into the mold of what society or whoever or whatever outside of you says this is the mold, this is the box. It doesn't matter if it seems to be a gray zone, because that concept was formed, it's a condition, okay, that was projected onto you. Let's be for real, honey. Let's be real. You're brilliant. We know you're going to get it done. But let's be honest, like, you've not been successful with something, with a few things, because they're not meant for you. Or the approach that you've taken in terms of those things. And for a lot of you, I'm hearing it has to do with your work, your career. I think a lot of you actually really are, you want to be and are meant to be like entrepreneurs, artists, creatives. And that you just existing is a gift, is necessary, is needed for humanity. Virgo, you want to be of service, but you have to, that's the thing, love. You're a mutable sign, okay? You're not a fixed sign. You have to love what you're doing in terms of being of service. It has to be in alignment with you, who you really are. So let's get into the channeled messages here, which the first thing I heard, I saw a butterfly, and I heard a butterfly is significant. And then I heard butterfly blossoming. I don't know if that is significant for any of you, if that particularly butterfly blossom or blossoming. But it was quite clear after hearing this that your creative full potential is calling. I heard the creation, the creator. You are the creator, determining what you're creating, what is the creation. You're the creator of your own life. And then I heard no right or wrong, only aligned or misaligned. There's no right or wrong, Virgo. It's the question you need to ask yourself when you're doing something, when you're applying somewhere, when you're, sharing or brainstorming up a new project or creative idea or concept. Ask yourself, is it misaligned with my heart or aligned with my heart? Okay. And then I heard, who are you living for? Who are you living for? This is the most important question here for you over the next 6 months, I believe. Who are you living for? And then I heard the ones you love versus the ones who love you. And then for the ones who love you, I heard right people, wrong perception. So the ones who actually really love you, they uplift you in your authenticity. They uplift you in your purest expression, your essence. They reassure you, they affirm you. They're the right people for you. And the wrong perception is yours. You have the wrong perception. You question, how could that be? Well, yeah, I like this thing, and like I'm affirmed by these people about doing this thing or creating this thing, but like I just think it's not going to work. It doesn't fit into this mold. The mold has fallen apart, honey. It's no longer existent. It's crumbling as we speak. South Node in Virgo. Being obedient, focusing on strategy and not love from your heart in terms of what you're expressing and putting out into the world. It's crumbling. So the ones that you love are that. You've convinced yourself that you love them, that you love that approach, that you love that concept, that way. But the ones who really love you, they're in alignment. You're in alignment. Okay, I heard alignment and shared authentic frequency. And your authenticity, I'm telling you, is your wealth. It might take some time, but Virgo, here's the thing. You have to understand that it can't be instant gratification. You have to be in it for the long haul. Some of you could really use a Capricorn around you. I'm also hearing Sagittarius and Pisces. Instant gratification is not going to cut it anymore. We're dreaming big for the long term. We're creating legacies. We're not just paying our rent. So those people who love you, that you share this frequency with authentically, talk to them. That's the other thing, Virgo. Often, Virgos think that they have to do things alone. And you're not sharing very often, I think, what it is that's going on inside of you, what it is that you are wanting to create. The idea that you do have, you think you've got to have it all precisely strategized, outlined. before you can share it with anybody. And that's not the way, honey. We're no longer there. We're no longer there. And thank goodness that you discovered those failures of that approach, that has failed for you. Thank goodness that you have the opportunity to come into that awareness now about that approach. Because there's so much wisdom there about what not to do. And now you know the next thing to do is to include others. We're in a time of collaboration, co-creation. Okay. So I also heard here, you need to dance and move your body to move the stagnation in your mind. So movement could really support you. Okay, it could be exercise even. I'm seeing someone running if you like to go for a run. Okay, or ride your bike, I'm seeing. Maybe in a beautiful place where there's some nature, I'm seeing. I'm also hearing animals, so like I'm seeing a dog. So some of you, if you have a dog or a cat or something like that, like I'm seeing domestic pets, so spending time with them could really support you in removing this or moving the stagnation that's in your mind. Okay, and then I heard overstaying in the cocoon, which goes back to the beginning of that. A butterfly is significant, and the butterfly is ready to blossom from the cocoon. And connected to that, I heard take a worthy risk without so much strategizing. Okay. I also channeled 2 songs for you, Virgo. Maybe, you know, you like these songs, or they're meant for you to listen to them and listen to the lyrics, pay attention to the words, and maybe they help you to move your body, because I really like these songs and I always cannot help but dance and move to them. So the first one is Back on 74 by Jungle. And the next one, my ultimate favorite, is Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. And I love that one in particular, and it feels so significant to this message for you, because he says, so tonight, gotta leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Groove. Let the magic and the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all, when you're living off the wall. Life ain't so bad at all. Okay. Live your life off the wall. Live it off the wall. That's the one. Listen to that. So Virgo, with that being said, your theme for the next 6 months is risk, renewal, reward. In that order. That's what I heard. In that order. Risk, renewal, reward. Okay. Now, Virgo, we're going to get into the tarot. And let's see what the tarot, how it supports this message. There was a card that just flew out as I shuffled. Virgo, next 6 months. So that means July, okay? That also means July. We're at the beginning of July here, through the end of 2025. Okay. card, the first card is the Knight of Cups. It's really time. I'm again hearing Off the Wall, that song. It's time to really move from your heart, okay? I'm seeing you offering something creatively but it's from your heart. It's from your heart, and it's really emotionally fulfilling for you. And that is what you're so guided to do this. You're so guided to follow what is emotionally fulfilling in terms of your life, your creativity moving forward, and to leave behind with the Eight of Cups here what is not emotionally fulfilling for you. You're guided, you're divinely guided to do that. And you will be successful with the Six of Wands in doing that because you're authentic. You're honoring your essence, and you will receive public recognition, success, reward. Okay. Temperance. Yeah. Temperance. This is Sagittarian energy. Like I said, it's coming through again that maybe you could use some support from a Sagittarius, or tap into, if you have, some of you have Sagittarius as one of your other big 3 signs or somewhere in your chart, and this energy could really support you, okay? Because Sagittarian is the alchemist. It is this energy here of using your failures, what you deem as failures, what you deem as, you know, challenges, turmoil, tribulations, trials and tribulations, and, you know, difficulties and just failures, like what you deem as that can actually be, it's your power. Because like I said, there's so much wisdom in it. You can really use that actually to know, okay, so I'm not going to do like this. And you can even tell your story. Don't run away from this. 7 of Swords energy here. I'm getting this like being ashamed and just running away from it. But really, you're doing the same thing, honey. 4 of Cups. You're not really seeing when you do that. So face this. Transmute it. Alchemize what has not worked for you by telling the story of that. By sharing your experience. And again, I'm hearing collaboration with others. But I do see there's a lot of wealth and prosperity from you doing that, from you embracing this temperance energy here, sharing your story about what disappointed you in the past, what didn't work, how you've kind of been ashamed of it. Okay, embrace it and own it so you can move forward, and it's going to take off. I think that's a part of what you're meant to be sharing also, in order to authentically create and receive your deserved wealth. Yeah. We have the Chariot and the 7 of Pentacles. 7-7. Okay. So you're moving forward successfully here. There's momentum, I see. But it has got to be something that you're patient with. That it's going back to that message of what I said earlier about instant gratification is not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. This has to be a long-term path, a long-term road that you decide to go down to experience long-term happiness, long-term benefits. Long-term, 10 of Pentacles. Legacy. Okay, and again, there's some Sagittarius energy here. You could have Sagittarius, or you could really benefit, like I said, from receiving some support, sharing your experience with the Sagittarius, and they could really support you going forward. Now we have this King of Pentacles coming out. So I'm telling you, some of you are meant to be entrepreneurs. I don't sense that many of you are meant, this is Capricorn energy here actually, so there again is the Capricorn. But I don't sense that you're meant. I'm hearing Neptune in Capricorn, so maybe you have your Neptune in Capricorn. But you're not meant to really work for anybody. I'm seeing you being an entrepreneur. And I think you're wrapping up a cycle. There's a perspective shift available here for you in terms of being an entrepreneur, what that means. You know, it doesn't mean, and here's your energy here, Virgo, with the Hermit. It doesn't mean do it all alone. Yeah, that's not working. This Hermit energy of like, I'm just staying in my shell, I do it all alone. That's not working. An entrepreneur has a network, you know, that supports him or her. You know, that supports him or her, but they are expressive about it. They know what they want, what they need. They have a clear vision and they declare it, they claim it, and they express it to their network. Okay, like this King of Swords. Because truth be told, this Magician energy here, it's like you need a variety of different sources, tools, you know, resources, tools to support you in what it is that you want to do. Okay? And you're not meant to do it alone. I don't think any of us are anymore. Yeah. But you want this to be a long-term thing. Steady, stable, long-term. Again, not instantly gratifying, but it is going to feel good. That's going to be the instant gratification, how it feels. Okay? And with the Page of Swords here, I do see that there could be some sort of an offer. But you have to, again, communicate, express. But there's some sort of an opportunity that could be coming your way because you chose to express yourself. And it has to do with collaboration. It's very celebratory. It's going to be very successful. It's going to really pay off here with the Six of Pentacles. It's going to be very fair. Okay. And this is going to require you to, with this High Priestess, I'm getting cut the silence. Get out of your shell. Cut the silence. Yeah, speak, communicate. Ace of Swords. And do it with conviction, I'm hearing here. Okay. One more here for Virgo. I think that is a lot. It's 2 cards. We'll take it. It's the Three of Cups again and the Six of Pentacles again. So yeah, confirmation of what I said with these 2 cards here. Whatever this collaboration opportunity is, it is very fair. I see fairness. I see these could be people you already know, or someone that you know that connects you with these other people. Okay? It's a small group is what I'm seeing. It could be 3 to 5 of you that work together on some sort of idea that you have, and they may already be trying to do this, is what I'm getting. And you bring something that they have not been. Yeah, you bring something here to the table that they haven't quite had yet, like figured out yet. Okay? 2 of Cups. Maybe it starts with 2 of you and then turns into 3 to 5 of you working together. But it's really this entrepreneurial energy here with the Emperor and the King of Wands. I'm really getting to be your own boss. Again, you are the creator of your own life. Okay? Whatever, again, I'm getting to tell you this, kind of repeated, whatever is stressing you, it's because you're doing it by yourself. You think that you have to do it alone. 8 of Pentacles, hard at work, like with your head down. But it's time for renewal. What did I say? Risk, renewal, reward. Your cup must overflow it. So you need people to pour into you. This old way of approaching your money, your material experience, it's done, it's crumbling, it's not working for you anymore. Something else wants to come in that's meant for you, that is aligned with your authentic frequency. So give up the past, honey. Make peace with it by collaborating with it. Like I said, embrace it so that you can understand what you do actually want, and share your story. Share what it is that you've been wanting to do and what hasn't worked out. Talk about all of it. Get vulnerable. So Virgo, I'm wrapping up your message here with some Moon Oracle affirmations for the next 6 months. Oh my God, yeah. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, honey. And play is my pathway to joy. Okay? Again, like I said in the beginning, these cards always confirm everything that I expressed. And truly, I believe that you're ready to take this step, this risk of being vulnerable and sharing your experience and what it is that you desire going forward. Collaboration, okay? Virgo, thank you for tuning in to this message. I am so excited for you, and I cannot wait to witness you in your renewal and reward. Personal divinations are open for July upon availability. You can reach out in the email in the description box below to schedule your personal session with me for an astrology divination, be it for personal or business matters, or any type of reading or channeling of insights for you in your unique situation. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.